Okay, guys, so we are going to make a holiday drawing of Christmas ornaments in a pile, and we're going to learn some things about shading while we do that. So each of you need a lid and a big piece of paper and a pencil, and I think I have the lids and the paper over there for you, so you should just be able to go get this one. So if you need to pause it and go get that, do that, and then come back. And then the first thing I want you to do is kind of draw a line across the bottom, about this far up, see where my finger is, or so, and draw that across. So I'll pause it and do it, and then I'll show it to you. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. That is my whole paper there. Hopefully you can see where it is, about that high up. That's kind of like your tabletop, okay? And then you're going to take your lid, and you're going to trace around it, and I want you to just make a row of ornaments, but leave some edge. So here's my first one. Let's see if I can get this to show up here. Okay, so there's my first one, about that far from the edge. I'm going to put one right next to it, and it kind of touches, almost even overlaps, but barely. I'm have to move this up a second to show you. So there's that. So hopefully you can see those two. Okay, I think I'm going to do, okay, I don't know where I cut off. I cut that off. So hopefully you can see what I've done. So I did 4 in a row. Okay, those are just touching. Then I'm going to do 3 here, and these overlap. So hopefully you can see that those are overlapping like that. Okay, put those right here. Okay, and then one more. All right, and then I'm going to put another one here, and it overlaps again because it's like they're stacked on top of each other. Okay, another one here, and then I'll put this one kind of off to the top like that. Okay. All right, so I have a nice pile of ornaments. And just for the fun of it, I think I'm going to, just to kind of set things off center, I'm going to put one that's halfway off my page over here, like this. Okay, that looks like one rolled off. Okay, so hopefully, sorry, hope I didn't make you sick. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, there's my whole drawing. All right, so then the next thing you have to do is figure out which one's on top. So if I look at these, this row here is in the front. Okay, so anything showing through on these needs to erase. So I need to erase the countertop right there. I need to erase the inside of that one. And I need to erase this. So this is really important, guys, because if you don't get this right, when we trace these, it's going to look really dumb. Okay, so pay attention. So I'm doing the insides of all the ones on the front row need to be erased, including the counter. Okay, erase all those, because these are in front. Okay, these are in your foreground, we call that. So you're not going to be able to see what's behind them, so you erase that. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. Okay, I erase those. Then these, you're going to erase what's inside at the top. You're going to leave the bottom, erase what's inside at the top there. So here, and hopefully it kind of makes sense to you. I'm going to leave this one in front, so I'm going to erase that. So I have that erased. Okay, then on this top one, I'm going to erase right here and right here. Okay. Okay, so you erased all those lines. Then on my one here on the edge, I'm going to erase the counter that goes through it. So there, I erased that. So let's hold that back up again. So hopefully you can see where I erased all the inside of that. Okay, then your next step is to take a nice black crayon. Try to find one that has a pretty decent tip on it so you can get a nice edge, and trace all of these in black. And I mean black. Leave them black. Okay? Don't just choose another color and go, ooh, that's close. Actually find a black one. So I'll find the black and I'll start tracing, and then I'll... Okay, so there's my first row. Okay, hopefully that kind of makes sense. All right. I'm going to show you how I'm doing it as I go here with the second row. So again, I'm not doing a book or something. Okay, so I'm not doing those inner parts that I erased. Make sure you've erased them, because otherwise your outline, see how you can kind of see that there? I didn't trace that because that's inside. Leave that alone. Pay attention to what you're doing and be focused. Don't be chit-chatting so much that you forget what you're doing and you draw on something that you shouldn't. Okay? Okay. And the last thing I want you to do is put on little toppers. So what you're going to do is kind of make an oval off to the side like that. You can see that. And then you're going to put a straight down from that and a straight down from that. And then you're going to kind of go like this. And then you're going to go like this. Okay? And we'll color this in here on the front. And you can even go ahead and do that. Kind of put some lines in it like that. And then color that in black. Don't color the top though. We'll make it, if you want to color it lighter. Don't press very hard. See that? Press harder here on the sides. Leave the top lighter, and then that makes that look right. Okay? Then choose different places to put the other. Don't always put them in the same place. It's very unlikely that they would end up laying in the same place in your pile. Okay? Make the hooks go different directions. So I'm going to color that light. Color that in dark. Put the lines in it like that. Okay, and you don't have to put one on every single one because some of them may be on the back side. All right? But just try to make it kind of fun. Color light there. I'll put my lines in last. So I'm going to make sure that's darker on the top. And then put the lines in it. Okay, I think I'll leave that one alone. I'll leave that one alone. I think I'll put one here. Make that lighter. Make this darker. Stay in the lines. You're 6th graders now. Or 5th graders, sorry. You should be able to color that nicely. Okay, then I'll do a few down here on this row. Do one here. Lighter there. Make that darker because it doesn't show up enough. It's a different color than the top. Okay, put one here. Okay, and I think I'll leave that one. I think I'll put one here. So notice again, they're kind of on all different sides. Okay, and then let's do one last one here. Okay, so when I get this one done, you are done with your black. Okay, you shouldn't need it again. You can put it away. So I'm going to end this first video here, and then on the next video, I'll start showing you how to color. Okay, really be careful to try to keep your background clean. We want it to have a nice, clean white background. Try not to lay your hand on your black, and do a real good job with this. So, hey, end of lesson 1. You should be this far.